What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again with some more WWE SuperCard for your faces. Today we got something pretty awesome to talk about because it looks like we may be getting a new event or a new tier in WWE SuperCard. Now, this has been rumored for a minute. I know that JB's actually talked about it, and he said, you know what? There's going to be a new Money in the Bank tier. It's coming out. And I did not believe it. I had no clue that a new tier was on the way. I didn't believe it. I thought, you know what? It might be speculation. It's probably rumors. It might be real. It might not be real. Who knows? But 2K actually put out on the forums, Clark E, who is Chris Clark, community manager of WWE 2K and SuperCard, Cat Daddy Games. He's community manager for that. He came out with a post saying, scheduled update for this weekend. Now, right now, we know they got the Pete Dunne solo Road to Glory is out there right now, so that will be unaffected. A Flash solo ring domination for the second Pete Dunne card begins on Sunday. That's this Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, or until Tuesday, 6/12 at 6 p.m. as well. So we have a Flash event from 6:10 to 6/12. So that's Sunday through Tuesday. We'll have that Flash event. As gameplay phase will be cut in half. We'll be doubling draft picks for this particular event. So there's that. The upcoming team event will not be affected, however. We will be running simultaneously with the Flash solo Pete Dunne event. Now, this is pretty crazy because we have not seen this from WWE SuperCard. Usually they wait a while to do a Flash event. The last Flash event we actually got was for when Last Man Standing was around the corner, I believe is what it was. I believe so. So right now we don't really know what's going on and why they're doing this particular solo Flash event. The only reason they really do these Flash events is because, like I said, we really don't know. Like I said, we don't know what it's gonna be, but usually when they do these Flash events, it's for a new tier, it's a new event, and stuff like that. They did also throw the fusions, the Hall of Fames, and the throwback cards in early. And there's a lot of people that already WrestleMania 34 plus tier, and it seems like they've already hit that cap. So it seems that WWE SuperCard may be moving faster. Now, I'm not really sure what the final updated thing is going to be here, but as we know, Last Man Standing, they have taken off the board for quite a while now. They have said no Last Man Standing in a minute. It makes me wonder if they are going to maybe focus on a new game mode and do something different. It's very weird though, because Last Man Standing was supposed to be a huge game mode that was going to be super successful, and I don't think they got the response that they wanted. They put it out as it was, and this was after they invited a bunch of YouTubers, me, Luge, Macho, Uprocks out there to check out these new Last Man Standing game mode, and then they release it and it doesn't get the reception they want, and a lot of people are upset with it. They only did 3 of them before they're like, we need to take a break and fix it and tweak it and make it better. So it makes me wonder if they're going to come up with like a new game mode, if they're going to bring back an old game mode, or if they're just going to drop a whole new tier altogether. It's very, you know, I have no idea what they're going to do here. But on the forum, we're actually going to look real quick what some of the people actually might think is going to be there. First off, we see Money in the Bank tier. Let's see, they say new tier, baby. WrestleMania 33 plus tier max should mean new tier for our team right away. So happy. Hopefully new cards look sick. Maybe Greatest Royal Rumble or Money in the Bank theme. Could be completely different. Could be Money in the Bank or SummerSlam 18 possibly. Either way, can't wait. Money in the Bank tier, people are thinking. Money in the Bank cards. They need to stop doing this rush schedule crap. New tier. Would be nice if they gave guaranteed WrestleMania 34 cards from winning Team Battleground. We might get 2 tiers before next season, possibly. Makes me wonder if it'll be the last tier this season. Then align this with season 5 with the release of 2K19. You think maybe? Could we get? Okay, so this is something that I've always wanted to see. What if they did something with 2K19 and WWE SuperCard? They could throw this tier out. SummerSlam could come out, and then we could get the new season with WWE 2K19 and something going on there. But they really haven't announced what they're doing. I'm thinking maybe like Monday or after the Flash event, maybe Monday they'll talk about it. But usually Wednesdays are when they do the updates, so we'll have to wait and see actually on Wednesday what it's officially going to be. No event, feels rushed. New tier feels rushed is what they're talking about. New tier is all speculation. Last time I forget, they also claim they're pushing back last man standing event. Just seemed to be a measure to shift the rotation to compensate for the missing last man standing slot. So that's a good spot. That's a good suggestion there as well. This might just be a measure to shift the rotation to compensate for missing the last man standing slot. So now that we're not gonna have last man standing more, they add this time in there, the event, so that we could get back in a normal rotation and how everything works. Because right now they don't really want to have, they got to rotate their PvP events. So they want to get those PvP events on schedule with the events that they want. So basically, if you want certain PvP events for certain events, basically the solo events, they want to have a PvP event to be in the same league there. And I actually think that might be something that they're working on. This makes more sense after reading this comment, that it could just be a shift in rotation to compensate for last man standing going away. Just to have those PvP events align with that solo events that's like my best guess here is what they're doing. And I think it's a good guess, and I think that's what they might be doing. Let's see what anybody other think. I don't mean new tier this soon. I bet it is like previously. Removal last only thing I want from Cat Daddy. Whatever, that's it. Why would they speed up event cycle to compensate for missing LMS just to push RTG RD cycle forward a week? Problem solved. I agree with new tier speculation is nothing more than that speculation. I hope that the speculation proves to be false. If the new tier is a thing, I wonder if the full-size new tier or WrestleMania-sized mini tier designed to bridge the gap between now and SummerSlam. Yeah, so that's all I got on that. Honestly, I think if there's going to be a new tier or there's going to be new cards, I think it's a little too soon. I don't know. I feel like we could just release more WrestleMania 34 cards. Do we even have a John Cena card? I don't think we even have a John Cena card yet. So, again, I think this is something that, you know, it's kind of a... We're on like a cusp here of a turning point for this game, right? It's either bad or good for them, because Last Man Standing was a complete flop in my opinion. I think there were change. I think at the core, Last Man Standing was a good game mode, but I think there needed to be more done to it. You know what I mean? I feel like there should have been some tweaks in a positive manner. I mean, they changed it for the last one, but it just wasn't enough for me. And the Braun Strowman card just wasn't good at all. So I feel like they need to come up with something if they're going to tweak Last Man Standing and make it work. But a new tier, I don't know if that's going to make people happy at this point. Is that what we really want, is a new tier when we just got WrestleMania 34 tier? I mean, a lot of people complain that WrestleMania 33 tier was around too long, but I don't know. I think that honestly, that it's probably just to get that cycle back where they get the RD, Ring Domination and RTG, to get that kind of back in the same rotation that they want. I don't think we're going to get a full-blown new tier here, but it's interesting to know that they're doing this and they're making this announcement, doing the Flash event. Usually when they do the Flash events, they have something in store for us, maybe, I don't know, but now we're moving Last Man Standing. It makes more sense to me that they do it this way anyway. As far as WWE SuperCard goes, I'm excited for what the future holds. I like the Pete Dunne card. We got the UK tournament coming up. Makes sense to me that they would have the Pete Dunne out there for the UK tournament, and then to get that pro event Pete Dunne card makes perfect sense for that. A lot of people were kind of upset, like, why Pete Dunne? Why not somebody else? Why not female or whatever you want from SuperCard? I don't know. But honestly, I think we're kind of at a turning point here where Last Man Standing kind of flopped. They didn't get the reaction that they wanted. People were upset with Last Man Standing, and now we're kind of doing this thing to compensate for Last Man Standing is how I see it. They haven't made an official statement on a new tier, a new game mode, any of that. Usually when they do have a new tier or a new game mode or whatever, they will like kind of put out PR stuff to YouTubers and tell them, yeah, this is what we might be doing. Like with Last Man Standing, they invited people out to check it out. With new tier, the new tier, WrestleMania 34, they invited us out for that. They said, okay, we're gonna have the tier, we're gonna have Last Man Standing. There you go. But they didn't really do anything to that effect. They kind of just left it where it was. And I honestly think if they do push a new tier out, it would be to compensate for a new season around WWE 2K19 and kind of combine those forces. Because I think if you combine WWE 2K19 and SuperCard and do something big, I think it would be great. But it's whether to see if that's going to work or not. I don't know. I have no idea. But honestly, I think right now they're just doing this to compensate. But if we get a new game mode or we get a new tier, that's something we definitely could see. I'm 100% not sure what's going on, but I think with the Flash event, either they're compensating for Last Man Standing or they're getting a new tier, or a like a mini tier, which they could be testing out, like a new mini series of a tier, like drop a like a mini one in between, like, oh, we could drop a, you know, a Money in the Bank tier, but it's not a full-on tier, it's just like in between SummerSlam and WrestleMania. Something I don't know. But that's where I'll leave it, guys. Let me know what you think it's gonna happen. Is it just for Last Man Standing going away? They're gonna change the rotation again for the PvP events, which makes total sense. Or is it gonna be a full-on brand new game mode or brand new tier? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you enjoy this. As always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy, and we'll see you in another video.